Okay, Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So hari ni kita akan start chapter 7, Permutation and Combination. So what is a permutation? Okay, permutation ni dia punya keyword dia ialah arrange. Okay, arrangement. Okay, arrange all the members of set into some sequence or order. Okay, ini ialah permutation. And what is combination? Okay, combination dia punya keyword dia ialah choose ataupun select. Okay, select members without concern of the order. Okay, so we are going to look first for the permutation. So apa yang kamu akan belajar dalam permutation ialah kita akan belajar macam mana nak arrange things. So there are few cases dekat sini. The first one kita akan tengok n different objects, and kita akan tengok juga are objects from n different objects. Okay, apa beza yang ini dengan yang ni nanti kita akan tengok. Which is ini pun diseparatekan kepada with repetition and without repetition, and we are going to see if the objects are repeated, and we are going to see the conditional permutation. Okay, so before that, let's see the introduction for permutation. So the technique of counting. So let's say if you have event 1, okay, you have event 1 and the keyword there dia cakap and event 2. Okay, keyword dia ialah and. So, apa yang kamu kena buat untuk kira the ways ialah it will be m darab dengan n ways. Okay, so kalau dia cakap n, dia ialah darab. Okay, and if you have event 1 or event 2, sorry, ini ialah event 2. Event 2. So apa yang akan jadi dekat sini, dia punya keyword ialah m plus n ways. Okay, so kalau n darab, kalau or tambah. Okay, n darab or tambah. So that is one of the ways to find the total of ways of events or operation that can take place. Okay, so let's see example 1. So here we have, in a computer game known as Maze of Tunnels, there are 2 tunnels leading from point A to point B. So what we have here is from point A to point B, we have two ways. Okay, and then the question said tunnel leading from point B to point C. 3 tunnels leading from point B to point C. So daripada B ke C, kita ada 3 ways pula, or 3 tunnels dekat sini. And the last one dia kata and 4 tunnel leading from point C to point D. So to point D pula kita ada 4 tunnels. 1 tunnel, 2 tunnel, 3 tunnel, 4 tunnels. So okay, the question asks calculate the number of routes a rat can take to move. Okay, so a rat can take to move from point A, point B, point C, point D. Okay, contoh. So let's say from point A to point C via point B. Okay, to point A, from point A to point C via point B. So apa yang kita akan buat dekat sini ialah, okay, kalau kamu tengok, rat tu akan lalu tunnel ni, and then akan lalu tunnel ni. Okay, and maybe dia boleh juga lalu tunnel ni and then tunnel ni, or maybe dia guna tunnel ni or tunnel ni. So how are we going to calculate this is, the first ways dekat sini ialah 2 tunnel, 2. Okay, and then B to C kita ada 3 tunnel, darab 3. So that is gonna be 6 ways. Okay, 6 ways dekat situ. So let's say from point A to point D via point B and C. Okay, from point A to point D via point B and C. So you are going to use this tunnel lah, contoh. Okay, so daripada point A ke B ada dua tunnel. Okay, ada 2 tunnel yang mungkin the rat akan masuk. Point B to C kita ada 3, point C to D kita ada 4. So that's gonna be 24 ways. Okay, so and C, calculate the number of route if the rat can repeat the same route. So what does it mean by repeat the same route? Okay, maksudnya dia lalu sini 1, 2, 3, and dia balik semula kepada A. Okay, dia balik semula kepada A, and the rat can still use this ways. Boleh guna lagi tunnel nombor 1 ini. Okay, so macam mana kita akan tunjuk tu. Ini maksudnya dia jalan daripada A pergi D, pergi ke A balik. Okay, so dia can repeat the same route. Maksudnya daripada A ke B ada 2, daripada B ke C ada 3, C ke D ada 4, and then balik semula ke D, D ke C ada 4, sebab dia boleh repeat the same routes. Okay, walaupun dia dah guna yang kuning ni, dia boleh guna lagi yang kuning ni. So that's gonna be 4. So daripada C ke B kita ada 3, B ke A kita ada 2, and itulah, that's it. So 2 darab 3 darab 4 darab 4 darab 3 darab 2, that's gonna be 5, 7, 6 ways. Okay, so how about when the question said cannot repeat the same route? Okay, tadi can repeat the same route, this one cannot repeat the same route. So saya padam ni. Okay, so the first one kita padam kalau from A to B, dia lalu jalan yang atas. Okay, dia lalu jalan yang ini. Okay, from B, so that's gonna be 2 ways lah. Okay, the first one 2 ways, 2. B ke C darab 3, C ke D darab 4. Okay, ada 4 ways kat situ, tapi dia guna 1. Okay, let's say dia guna 1. So when you come back from D to A, dia dah tak boleh guna yang hijau ni. Okay, dia tak boleh guna yang hijau ni sebab dia kata cannot repeat the same route. So daripada D to C only have 3 ways kat situ. So darab 3, and C ke B dia ada 1, 2 ways, darab 2, and B ke A dia ada 1, darab 1. So that's going to be 2 times 3 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 is going to be 144 ways. Okay, so that is how we calculate the technique of counting for permutation dekat sini. Okay, so next we are going to see what is a factorial notation. Okay, which is we represent factorial notation as n factorial. So kalau kamu tekan dekat calculator kamu tu, dekat shift yang X ada gambar tanda seru dekat situ. So that is going to be factorial notation for you. Okay, the factorial notation read as n factorial is the product of all consecutive positive integers less than or equal to n. So what does it mean by that sentence? If we have n factorial, kamu akan ada n. Okay, the formula ialah n minus 1. Okay, apa yang kita ada kat sini, kita tolak 1, tolak 1, tolak 1, tolak 1. So that's going to be the first one, start with n. And then the next one is n minus 1. And then the next one is this one minus 1. So n minus 1 is going to be n minus 2. And then the next one is okay, this one n minus 2 minus 1. So that's going to be n minus 3. So you are going to repeat this n minus 4 sampailah kamu dapat habis. Okay, dia akan habis sampai ke 3 darab 2 darab 1. Okay, itu ialah n factorial, or sometimes we can write this as n factorial is equals to n. So the whole thing dekat sini dipanggil sebagai, we start with n minus 1, so that's going to be n minus 1 factorial. Okay, the same thing dekat sini. Okay, same thing. Ini semua sampai ke sini sama juga dengan n minus 1 factorial. Okay, so let's see, evaluate the following. Okay, cuba kalau kita letak dekat sini without using calculator. Okay, without using calculator. So kalau guna calculator, senanglah 5 factorial. So how are we going to put this into our calculator? Okay, calculator saya lain sikit tapi lebih kurang lah. Kita tekan 5 dekat sini, and then you shift dekat sini, x inverse ini. Okay, so that is 5 factorial. So equals to, so you get 120 dekat situ. Okay, so itu kalau kita guna calculator. So macam mana kalau kita nak tunjukkan jalan kira? 5 factorial is going to be start with 5. Okay, darab dengan 5 minus 1, 4, 4 minus 1, 3, 3 minus 1, 2, 2 minus 1, 1. Okay, so you are going to get 120. So that is what it means by factorial. Okay, sama juga kalau 4 factorial, kita ada 4 multiply by 3 multiply by 2 multiply by 1. So how are you going to factorize 0 factorial? Okay, remark dekat sini 1 factorial is equals to 1, 0 factorial is also equals to 1. Okay, so dekat sini dia akan jadi 1 lah. So the answer here is 24. Okay, kalau kita tengok soalan C, kita ada 16. Kalau kamu perasan dekat bawah ni ada 13 factorial. So what does it mean by 13 factorial? 13 darab 12 darab 11 darab 10 dan sampai darab 1. So from here we can stop 16 multiply by 15 multiply by 4 multiply by 13 factorial. Okay, 13 factorial ialah 13, 12 darab 11 darab dan seterusnya. So here kita boleh terus cancel out with this 13 factorial. Okay, and then kamu dapatlah jawapan dia. You're supposed to get 560. Okay, so this is P plus Q plus 2. Boleh cari jawapan sendiri. So that is how you show the working for finding the factorial. Okay, instead of using calculator sahaja. Okay, so next we are going to see permutation of a set of objects. Okay, so as I said before, permutation is an arrangement of a group of object in particular order. Okay, permutation order sangat-sangat penting. Okay, order diambil kira. Okay, so the order of the object is taken into consideration. Let's say here you have a 3 shape. Kita ada triangle, square, and then we have a circle. Okay, so saya susun triangle, square, circle, and then we can change this to square, triangle, circle. Okay, and again we can change square, circle, triangle, and apa lagi kita boleh buat? Circle, triangle, square, circle, square, triangle, and kita ada triangle, square, circle. Bukan, tu dah tulis. Apa satu lagi? Triangle. Yes, triangle, square, circle. Okay, so daripada 3 shapes ni, dengan susunan triangle, square, circle, kita boleh susun lagi menjadi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Termasuk ini ialah 6. So there are 6 ways of arrangement, okay, of these 3 shapes. Okay, tapi sekarang instead of kita susun satu-satu, kita ada cara dia lah. Okay, kita ada cara. So you have 3 shapes. Okay, kita ada triangle, kita ada circle, kita ada square. Okay, ada 3 shapes kat sini. So the first one, triangle, ada 3 cara. Okay, 3 darab 2 darab 1 sama dengan you're going to get 6 ways dekat situ. Okay, 3 darab 2 darab 1. Or sometimes, bukan sometimes lah, satu lagi cara untuk kita tunjukkan berapa arrangement kita ialah just by put that as 3 factorial. Okay, equals to 6 dekat situ. Okay, so let's see example 3. There are 3 pictures A, B, C to be hung in a line along the wall. In how many ways can they be arranged? So the same thing as the shapes dekat sini. Kita ada 3 pictures A, B, C. So kita ada A, B, C. Okay, contoh kita ada 3 darab 2 darab 1 and it's gonna be 6 ways. Okay, ataupun sama juga dengan 3 factorial is equals to 6. So kalau kamu ada 3 pictures ataupun 3 shapes ataupun 3 objects, is just going to be 3 factorial. Okay, n object, you are going to get n factorial. Okay, so a shop stocks t-shirt in 3 sizes, small, medium and large. Okay, there are available in 4 colors, black, red, yellow and green. So here we have 3 sizes, 4 colors. Okay, 3 sizes, 4 colors. So sizes, 4 colors. So the question said, make a list of all different labels. You need to distinguish the t-shirts and find the number of different labels. So obviously the number of different labels gonna be 3 times 4, which is 12. Okay, so bolehlah kamu listkan dekat sini. It's gonna be small black, small red, small yellow, small green, and so on. Okay, so here you are going to see permutation of n different object, which is the first part dekat sini. Okay, permutation of n different object. As you can see, the formula here is NPR, n factorial. Okay, and PR is the same thing as n factorial. So macam mana nak tekan NPR? Contoh, sekejap lagi saya akan tunjuk dekat calculator. Okay, sorry, this one should be NPN. Okay, NPN. Okay, so let's see. Here we have, if there are n distinct object, permutation of n object mean the number of arrangement possible for the set of objects. The number of permutation of n object is n factorial. Okay, sama macam apa yang kita buat tadi lah. Okay, so and it can be written as npn, which is the formula is n factorial. Ini ialah n factorial, ini n minus n di sini. Okay, so which is you are going to end up with n factorial over 0 factorial, which is n factorial lah. So npn is the same thing as n factorial. So let's see example 5. How many different word codes can be formed from all the letters of the word logarithm? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 different letters dekat situ. Okay, 9 different letters. So n kita ialah 9. Okay, so we are going to have 9 factorial ataupun 9p9 pun boleh juga. Which is, kalau kita tekan calculator dekat sini, calculator kita tekan 9, sorry, kita tekan 9, tekan shift, ini you are going to get 362880. Okay, 362880. And dia sama juga dengan 9p9. Okay, which is macam mana nak tekan 9p9 dekat situ. P kamu ialah yang di sini. Okay, yang darab di sini. Nampak? Dia tulis NPR yang warna hijau tu. So, how are we going to put 9p9? Just tekan 9, shift darab. Okay, dia tulis P dekat situ, tekan 9. Which is we are going to get the same answer, 362880. Okay, so there are two ways lah untuk jawab soalan n different objects tu. Sama ada kita just terus tulis 9 factorial, n factorial ataupun npn. Okay, so let's see example 6. How many ways can 5 people be seated on 5 chairs arranged in a line if no condition is imposed? Okay, 5 people seated on 5 chairs. So straight away we are going to have 5p5 if no condition is imposed, which is the same as 5 factorial. So tekan calculator, 5 factorial, kamu akan dapat 120. Okay, so how about the second question? The first chair is reserved for one particular person. Okay, so we have a chair, sorry, we have 5 chairs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the first chair is reserved for one particular person. Okay, ini memang satu orang dah ada. Okay, dia memang akan duduk kat situ. Contohlah pengarah memang akan duduk dekat kerusi ni. Okay, pengarah memang akan duduk kat situ. So only one way. Okay, ini only one way lah orang yang akan duduk dekat sini. Ataupun kita akan tulis 1p1. Okay, so ada 5 orang. Kita ada pengarah, kita ada timbalan pengarah, KU, KJ, siapa seorang lagi, counselor. Okay, so pengarah dah duduk dekat sini. So kita ada 4 orang lagi. Okay, 4 orang lagi. So that's gonna be 4. So seorang dah duduk dekat yang nombor 2. It's gonna be 3, 2, 1. Okay, so how many ways? Kita just darabkan. And here the first one ialah 1p1. Ini ialah 1p1. And here's we gonna have 1p1 darab dengan 4, darab dengan 3, darab 3, darab 2, darab 1. Okay, 1p1 ialah 1 lah. Okay, the same thing. Kamu masih dapat 1. So, here's gonna be 24. Okay, so we are going to see more on this dekat conditional permutation nanti. So, let's see example 7. How many different 4-digit numbers can be formed from digit 5, 6, 7, 8 if there is no repetition. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, we have 4 digit dekat situ. Okay, 4 digit. If there is no repetition, no restriction, so it's just straight away gonna be 4 factorial. Okay, 4 factorial is equals to 24. Okay, kalau tak ada repetition without restriction dekat situ, no repetition with restriction lah, obviously kan. Kalau no repetition, maksudnya dia akan jadi 4 darab 3 darab 2 darab 1. Okay, boleh juga representkan dia dalam bentuk macam ni, 4 darab 3 darab 2 darab 1, which is you still get 24. Okay, so and let's see the second question. The first digit must be 7 and no repetition is allowed. Okay, so we have 4 digit, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, first digit has to be 7. Okay, macam tadi pengarah mesti kena duduk dekat dekat kerusi, satu kerusi. Macam ni 7 mesti kena duduk dekat satu tempat. Okay, so there is only one ways that this can happen. Okay, sebab nombor 7 sahaja. Saya terbalikkan lah kejap. This one is 7. Okay, nombor 7. Tak apalah, kita tulis macam ni. Sorry This one is only number 7, so there is only one ways dekat situ. So no repetition is allowed. So 7 dah tak ada, kita padam 7. So 5, 6, 8 dekat situ. 5, 6, 8. So dekat sini mungkin boleh jadi 5, 6, 8. Okay, so there are 3 ways dekat situ. 3. So kalau let's say 5 dah duduk dekat situ, this one only can be 2 and this one only can be 1. Okay, ada 4 je digit So kita just darabkan. That's gonna be 1 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1, and you have 6 ways dekat situ. Okay, so that's it, introduction for permutation of n different objects. So next we are going to see permutation of r objects from n different objects. Okay, so what does it mean by that? Bezanya dekat sini ialah ada something lah. Okay, let's see. Okay, kita tengok terus example lah. So the formula sama macam tadi, but this one you gantikan r dekat sini. Okay, so that is the formula lah. Kalau the question said without using calculator and use the formula, and sometimes when the question said show, you have to use this formula. Okay, n factorial over n minus r factorial. So as I said before, there are 2 types of permutation of an object taken r at a time. Okay, which is we have with repetition. Okay, boleh ada ulangan. That means no restriction lah. And then without repetition, and that means with restriction. Okay, so with repetition the formula is n to the power of r. Without repetition the formula is npr. So please remember this too. Okay, bila saya tanya with repetition apa, without repetition apa. Okay, so there are 2 types. We have NPR. NPR is without repetition. And R is with repetition. Okay, with repetition. Okay, so let's see the first case first. With restriction or repetition are not allowed. Okay, without repetition lah, which is NPR dekat situ. So we see example 8. In how many ways can the letters HASMR be arranged without repetition? Ingat, without repetition, tak boleh berulang. When all the 5 letters are taken at a time. So we have 5 letters without repetition. Straight away kita akan tulis 5 factorial. Ataupun 5p5 pun boleh juga. Is equals to 120. Okay, so let's see. We have 5 letters. The second one, 4 of the letters are taken at a time. Okay, kita ada total 5 letters. Dia nak 4 sahaja, which is that is your R. R is equals to 4. Okay, so repetition are not allowed. So we straight away go for 5p4. Okay, NPR, which is kita tekan calculator 5p4, tekan 5, shift darab dekat sini, 4, so you're going to get the answer 120. Okay, 120. Okay, so let's see example 9. Suppose you have 4 different flags. How many different signals could you make using 2 flags? Okay, so kita ada 4 flags, kita nak 2. So that's gonna be 4p, 2 equals to 12. And here, the question said, how many different signals could you make using 2 or 3 flags? Okay, so apa yang kita cakap mula-mula at the first of our lesson, at the first of this video? Kalau N darab, kalau OR tambah. So, the question said tadi dia kata 2 or 3 flags. Okay, OR dekat situ akan represent plus. Okay, OR dekat sini akan represent plus. Okay, so let's say kamu ada 4 different flags, kamu nak choose 2. Kamu nak rearrange 2, so it's gonna be 4p2 and plus, kalau kita ada 4 flags, kita nak susun 3, it's gonna be 4p3. Okay, and masukkan dalam calculator. 4p2 is 12, 4p3 is 24, and here you gonna get 36. Okay, ingat OR tambah and darab. Okay, let's see example 10. Find the number of arrangement of 4 digits taken from the set 1, 2, 3, 4, assuming no repetition. Okay, no repetition. Okay, maksudnya tak boleh ada ulangan. In how many ways can this number be arranged so that the numbers begin with the digit 1? Okay, but before that, okay, sekarang kita tengah belajar permutation. Mungkin kamu tahulah kita tengah belajar pasal permutation. You know that the question said is saying about permutation. Okay, but how are we going to differentiate between permutation and combination? The keyword for permutation is arrange. Okay, so bila dia cakap arrange, that is permutation. Okay, so back to the question. We have 4 digit and the question said how many ways can this number be arranged so that the numbers begin with digit 1. Okay, so we have 4 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kita nak susun. Okay, so the first one, the numbers begins with digit 1. Di depan mesti kena 1. Okay, ini mesti kena 1. Okay, 1. So that means only one way sahaja. Okay, macam tadilah yang pengarah mesti kena duduk nombor 1. Apa lagi tadi yang kita belajar? First digit must be 7. Okay, the same thing lah. Ataupun 1p1 dekat situ. So, and here we have 4 digits. So, here's gonna be 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1. So, here's gonna be, kalau kita tulis, kita buat 1p1 darab 3 darab 2 darab 1, and you're going to get 6. Okay, or you can also write as 1p1 3p3 dekat situ. Okay. Okay, so let's see. The numbers do not begin with digit 1. The numbers do not begin with digit 1. So, kita ada 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 place. Okay, so do not begins with digit 1. Okay, so maksudnya 2, 3, 4 lah. So, di depan ni boleh jadi 2, 3, 4. Okay, boleh jadi 2, 3, 4. So, there are 3 ways. Okay, 3 numbers that can be put at the beginning. Okay, remember, without repetition. Okay, without repetition. So, kalau 1 dah bubuh kat sini, yes, memang kita boleh bubuh 2, 3, 4. Tapi kita tak bubuh semua. Okay, we only pick 1. Okay, maybe 2 dekat sini. Maybe 2 yang duduk dekat depan. Okay, so only 1 number can be put there. Okay, so that means you have 4 numbers. 1 already put in front. So, the rest here will be 3. Okay, lagi 3 number lah. And the next one is 2. The next one is 1. Okay, ataupun we can write as 1p1 3p3. Sorry, this one is 3p1. Okay, 3p1 3p3. Or you can just write 3 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is we get 18. Okay, and you can also write as 3p3, maksudnya ada 3 digit. Sorry, 3p1 maksudnya ada 3 digit nak letak dekat satu tempat, and we have another 3 digit we want to put at 3 place. Okay, the same thing, you are going to get 18 as well. Okay, ada dua cara lah untuk kamu tulis. Okay, tulis secara macam ini ataupun secara macam ini. Okay, so let's see. Last example. Example 11. 4 digit numbers are to be formed from digit 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ada 7 digit dekat situ. Without repetition, how many numbers can be formed if the number is less than 5,000? So there are two things that you have to take note from here. Okay, 4 digit numbers. Kita nak buat 1, 2, 3, 4 digit. Okay, 4 digit numbers. Okay, but we have 7 digit dekat sini, nak letak dekat 4 tempat. Okay, so apa yang kita akan buat is we are going to put 4 places kat sini. Okay, saya tulis besar sikit lah. Okay, 4 space. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 because we want 4 digit numbers. Okay, so is less than 5,000. Less than 5,000. So as you can see from the digit that you have here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kalau less than 5, maksudnya obviously bukan 6. Okay, contoh kat sini. Kalau kamu letak 6, paling kurang pun kamu akan dapat 6,000. So that is not less than 5,000. Okay, kalau kamu letak 5 dekat sini, paling kurang 050. So dia dah lebih daripada 5,000. Okay, dia not less than 5,000. So what number can we put in front here is only 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1 yang di depan. 4, 3, 2, 1. Kenapa tak boleh bubuh kosong dekat depan ni? Kenapa tak boleh letak kosong? Kalau kosong, dia tak jadi 4 digit numbers. Okay, dia jadi 3 digit numbers. Okay, contoh kita dapat 100. Dia bukan 4 digit numbers, dia ialah 3 digit numbers. So yang digit yang kita boleh letak ialah 4, 3, 2, 1 and that's gonna be 4 ways. Okay, ada 4. Okay, so bila soalan ni cakap without repetition, okay, one more thing that you have to take note is without repetition. So straight away kita ada 7. Kita ada 7 number. 1 dah dibubuh dekat depan. Okay, 1 dah dibubuh dekat depan. Let's say kita bubuh 1 contoh. So only left with 6 numbers. So that's gonna be 6. Obviously tolak 1 tolak 1. Ini akan jadi 5. Ini akan jadi 4. And that's gonna be, the answer is gonna be 4 times 6 times 5 times 4. And you are going to get 480. Okay, saya harap by now you should know, dapat idea macam mana nak susun all these digits. Okay, so the next one begins with digit 4 or 6. So we have 4 digit numbers yang dia nak 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, begins with 4 or 6. Okay, di depan maybe akan jadi 4 and 6. Okay, 4 or 6. 4 or 6. So ada dua cara. Okay, ada dua cara dekat depan. So we put as 2. Okay, saya harap kamu tak confuse. Yang di bawah ialah berapa banyak digit yang kita boleh bubuh. Yang di atas ialah berapa ways. Okay, berapa ways kita boleh letak. Okay, 4, 6. So ada 7 digit. Obviously 1 dah letak dekat depan. Bukan nombor 1 1 digit dah letak dekat depan. So you left with 6, 5, 4. And here the answer is going to be 2 times 6 times 5 times 4. And that's going to be 240. Okay, saya explain lagi sekali. Begins with digit 4 or 6. Okay, so nombor 4 dengan 6 maybe berada depan. Okay, so ada 2 nombor. So kita letak 2. Okay, so yang ni satu number dah bubuh. Okay, satu number dah bubuh. So let's say kita padam satu number lah. So that's going to be 6. Tolak 1, tolak 1. Okay, macam tadi 4, 3, 2, 1. Ini nombor yang kita maybe boleh letak dekat depan, which is ada 4. And then you left with 6 numbers because 1 dah letak kat depan. 6, 5, 4. Okay, so next one 1, 2, 3, 4 digit. Okay, the question said is between 2,000 and 6,000. Between 2,000 and 6,000. Obviously kalau 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boleh ke tidak? Kalau letak 6, kalau nombor yang paling kecil untuk 6 yang di depan is 6,000 pun dah lebih 6,000. So that's gonna be only 2, 3, 4, 5 sahajalah. Okay, nombor yang di depan boleh jadi 2, 3, 4, 5 sahaja. Which is berapa ways dekat situ? Berapa numbers? 4. Okay, so 4 numbers. Kita bubuh 4. Okay, So kamu ada 7 digit, kamu letak 1 dekat depan, dekat sini akan tinggal 6. Okay, 5, 4. So the answer is going to be 4 times 6 times 5 times 4, and that's going to be 480. Okay, the last one is an odd numbers. Okay, is an odd numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4 digit. Okay, odd numbers. Tahu tak odd numbers apa? Nombor ganjil. Okay, obviously macam mana kamu tahu nombor tu nombor ganjil? Kita akan tengok the last digit. Betul tak? The last digit. So you are going to focus on the last part here. Okay, the last place dekat sini. So apa yang odd dekat sini? Kita ada 1, 3, 5. Okay, so you can only put 1, 3, 5 here, which is ada 3 numbers. Okay, so that's gonna be 3 in front. 3 at the back. Okay, so balik semula ke depan. Kita ada 7 number. Okay, 7 number. Obviously 1 dah bubuh dekat belakang. Okay, 1 dah bubuh kat belakang. Kita akan padam 1 lah. Okay, kita padam 1 antara 1, 3, 5 lah, which either one lah, kita tak tahu. Okay, so you have 6 numbers, 6 digit. Okay, but remember your 6 digits ni termasuk dengan kosong. Okay, termasuk dengan kosong. So, macam kita cakap tadi, kosong boleh tak duduk dekat depan? Tak boleh, sebab we want 4 digit numbers. Kalau kamu letak kosong dekat depan, dia tak jadi 4 digit numbers, dia jadi 3 digit numbers. Melainkan kalau soalan tu cakap password, okay, ataupun passcode. Passcode, yes, ataupun phone numbers, okay. Kalau phone numbers, passcode, kosong boleh duduk dekat depan. But if the question said 4 digit numbers, 3 digit numbers, kosong tak boleh duduk dekat depan. Okay, so now we have 7 digits. Kita ada 7 digit. 1 kita dah bubuh dekat depan, so that's gonna be 6. Kosong kita tak boleh bubuh, so that's gonna be 5. So the first one is here, it's gonna be 5. Okay, okay, so sekarang biasa kita akan letak sini 4, sini 3 dan seterusnya kan, tolak 1. Tapi remember, kamu ada 7 digit. 1 dah bubuh dekat belakang, ada 6. 1 dah bubuh dekat depan, ada 5. Okay, betul tak? Sekarang kosong ni ada balik dekat nombor 2, boleh bubuh kosong. Saya tulis lah. Okay, kat sini mungkin, let's say kalau 1 dekat belakang, nombor 1 ni kat belakang, here maybe akan jadi 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, contoh saya bagi contoh. Kalau 2 kita dah bubuh dekat depan, dekat sini masih lagi boleh bubuh kosong. Okay, so the second digit boleh jadi kosong dah. So here's still gonna be 5. Okay, still gonna be 5. And then barulah kita tolak 1. Here's gonna be 4. Okay, so ingat ini without 0. Okay, yang ni with 0. Okay, alright. So macam mana nak kira? Just multiply everything. 5 times 5 times 4 times 3, and that's gonna be 300. Okay, alright, cuba fahamkan dulu part yang soalan D ni. Fahamkan betul-betul, and then baru kita proceed to the next one. Okay, so that is without repetition, NPR. Okay, ataupun kita NPR tu is just like factorial lah, kita darab. Okay, okay. Example 12. This is the case which no restriction or repetition are allowed. Straight away, if repetition are allowed, you can just use n to the power of r. Okay, kenapa? Macam mana dia boleh jadi n to the power of r? Let's see. How many 3-digit numbers can be made from integers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if each integer is used only once? Okay, so part A is only once. Kalau dia cakap only once, maksudnya no repetition lah. Okay, no repetition. So kamu tahu formula untuk repetition ialah kita ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digit. Kita nak susun 3 digit. So that's gonna be 5p3, which is equals to 60. Okay, no repetition. Okay, soalan B. There is no restriction. When the question said no restriction, that means with repetition. Okay, ataupun repetition is allowed lah. There is no restriction on the number of times each integers can be used. So macam kita cakap tadi, the formula is n to the power of r. N is how many integers you have, which is 5. We have 5. Okay, and we want to arrange 3 digits, so that's gonna be 5 to the power of 3. Okay, 125. Ataupun kamu nak susun 3 digit, 1, 2, 3. If dia cakap with repetition, maksudnya dekat sini boleh jadi 5. 5 boleh duduk sini. Sini boleh jadi 5. Sini boleh jadi 5. So 5 darab 5 darab 5 is 5 to the power of 3 lah. Okay. Tapi kalau yang atas ni, yang without repetition, 1, 2, 3, sini boleh jadi 5. Okay. But the second one, dia tak jadi 5. Only 4 can be used. Okay. Sebab without repetition. So dekat sini 5 darab 4 darab 3, you get 60. So that is the difference between repetition is allowed and repetition is not allowed. Okay. So kita akan sambung in the next video.